This video app review is brought to you by the iPhoneAppReview.com.
Hey there, this is Valerie Lauer with the iPhoneAppReview.com. I'm here with a video review of an awesome app we've had in our hands this week called First Light. I'm going to go ahead and get that launched, and we're going to get zoomed right on, and we're going to say no thanks because we're actually reviewing it right now, but of course they don't know that. And I'll show you a little bit about this really cool app called First Light. Now, First Light is actually a alarm clock app for the most part. It's kind of like those iHome apps where you basically get a customized homepage and a customized wake-up experience, if you will. So, without further ado, and as you can see, this is really kind of a cool application. It's beautiful. It looks like a home screen. You have this beautiful, roll of pictures running in the background. That's actually adjustable. You can go into settings and make that come from your gallery instead if you want to. But what this does is it actually uses the clock up here to set alarms. You can tap here to see your weather and the forecast for the day. You can tap right here to access your settings, which we'll walk through real quick. And what happens is you can set your alarm with this application, and then when your alarm goes off in the morning, what happens is this application comes up. It shows you your feed, so you're plugged right into your Twitter, to your Facebook, you're plugged right into your weather, your calendar. Everything is just right there. There's actually some really cool music features that we'll look at here in a minute. So again, First Light, very, very cool application. Here in the settings area, and as you can tell, again, it's laid out pretty cool. What you do is you touch each of these side items to go through and activate them. So say you wanted to add an alarm, you would tap right there to add an alarm. You would choose the days of the week that you want or don't want. In this case, we really don't like waking up. We'll say it's going to be set for, we'll say it's for 5 p.m. Yep. That'd be a strange day that I slept until 5 p.m., but who knows. And then what you can do down here at the bottom is you can actually choose where the sounds come from. So you can choose to have it come from a radio station, which again we'll look at here in a minute. You can choose to have it come from your music there on your phone, or you can choose some of these preset alarm sounds here at the bottom, and they're anything from chirping to my personal, very soothing and calming favorite. So once you have everything set up there, say we want to have this go off every Thursday, you go ahead and tap save, and then your alarm is set. You can set it on and off here, and you can edit to remove them there if you want to. Here's where you would go to change your cities. We have it to Nashville right now. You can also change it to centimeters or centigrade and kilometers as opposed to miles and Fahrenheit, making this a really cool universal app. It will work all over the world. Here on the social settings, you can actually tap on whichever one you want to get it set up. I had no problems with either one. I've had this running on an iPhone with Twitter, now on an iPad with Facebook. It's just super, super awesome. You can also choose, like I said before, your background. So here we have it where it's First Light default. So the pictures you see kind of scrolling in the background on the main page are by default. They're preloaded with the application, or you can use your photo gallery. Using your photo gallery does request access to your locations. Just keep that in mind because most of your pictures, if you're like me, are tagged with location anyway. So here's where you would say you have authorization to have your calendar show or not show. And then here's where you could handle what your sleep timer is. You can actually use this application to play your music from your iTunes on your phone, or from your local radio stations via Last.fm, which also has global radio stations actually, and you can have a sleep timer set for how long that plays while you're falling asleep, which is kind of cool. Very, very neat. So those are all your settings. You can tap the settings icon again to go back to the home screen. So we've kind of looked at the clock for alarms. As you can see up here, it pops up an alarm now that it's set. You can go here to adjust and look at your weather information. This is where your feeds pop up, and again, we're looking at the Facebook. If you have anything on your calendar for the day, it appears right there. And then down here at the bottom is where you tap to go to your music interface. So here is where you can do radio, or playlists and things from your iTunes, and here's where you would go to set your sleep timer. Pretty cool. Now with the radio, and you can see again the pictures kind of change there in the background. I'll kind of show you with the radio a little bit. So what the radio is once you have a station selected and preset here at the bottom, you just tap play. You can slide and adjust your volume as well, but if you don't have a station set, like I don't have on this side device yet, you tap the number, and you can actually browse through local stations, which is pretty cool, or You can go through music stations from Last.fm, which I love Last.fm. You can browse by language. We'll just go ahead and do a top 41 just for argument's sake. Featured stations here. Pure pop hits. Awesome. And then it shows up. If you want to set this to one of your defaults, you would touch and hold down there at the bottom. And then it says preset set. So from then on, whenever you touch that item, that's where that will start playing. And again, you can play it and then choose the sleep timer and what have you. So this is just a really cool application because it really does show you, give you a nicer way to wake up, if you will, so that you're not having to worry about, seeing things you don't want to see or going through and having any problems with your wake up. There's a site that I like a lot that says about 35% of smartphone users pull up apps before they leave bed. I am definitely guilty of that, and I think people that made this app are hoping we all will be, because it puts it all right there in your hand as soon as you wake up, and really has a lot of customizable settings. Here at the iPhoneAppReview.com, we did give this 4 out of 5 stars. I think it's a quality application. There's a couple nuances with using it. If you want to pull up nighttime mode, you have to use 2 fingers and scroll down the screen, which I'm not doing correctly right now, actually. Hang on one second. So when you're on the main screen, 2 fingers down, and it takes you to this nighttime mode. Then you can adjust the brightness here, or you'd have to do 2 fingers down again to get out of it. And that was a little tricky to figure out. There's just some nuances where if this is the first thing you're reaching for in the morning, you might want to practice a little bit. That's all I'm saying. So a little bit tricky to get used to, but really a high quality application and just beautiful and super responsive and a great app. Again, here at the iPhoneAppReview.com. It does cost 99 cents, so it's actually a really good value as well. You're not paying a bunch of money for a device and paying $3-4 for an app. You're just spending $1 and you get all this really cool stuff. So again, 4 out of 5 stars for this lovely application here at the iPhoneAppReview.com. This has been Valerie Lauer. Until next time.